What if I told you that there is an oracle deck that connects you to spirit animals, including a phoenix, a dragon, and even a dinosaur? It's not just a deck, it's described as a celebration of connection between humans and animals. And it's got a beautiful production value, bronze print, and a really strong cardstock, but I'll be honest with you, parts of this deck left me scratching my head. So let's take a look together. Hey, I'm Jay with Lunar Tarot, where I bring you honest tarot and oracle deck reviews to inspire your readings. And today we'll be reviewing an Animal Spirit Oracle, a beautifully designed deck by one of my favorite publishers based in Australia, Rockpool Publishing. So Animal Spirit is 36 card deck. Beautiful finish as always, this is a matte finish. It was designed by Leah Andojc. I believe this is a Czech artist. Now the only thing with the box, it opens a little bit awkwardly because there's no magnet. It's sort of, it took me a while to figure out how not to break the box. You get the usual app from Rockpool Publishing. Bit of a sign here, my time has come. And it's a nice matte finish. It's almost like a bit of like a rubbery feel to it. And it's really, feels really nice in your hands. The guidebook is pretty awesome. It matches the bronze print here. You can see there's a moon there, also bronze. It's a beautiful design, but again, these guys, one of my favorite publishers, and that's the reason why. So the guidebook just gives you a bit of idea what the deck is about, a bit of a story behind the thinking and how the decks is best used, some ideas here on how to connect with the deck. And the whole obviously point of this is that humans have animals in us. I guess we evolved from similar ancestors, and that's the connection. But in this case, it's obviously more to it than just a biology. It's a spiritual connection. And these are the cards. Look at this design. Of course, there's always a ribbon and that bronze finish. It follows you through the deck. So what is this deck trying to do? This is a clearly sacred feminine spirit animal theme deck. It's got a bit of a modern artwork and spiritual animal symbolism, but also got a little bit of a strange choice for some cards. Like this one here almost looked like a pin-up girl poster to me. And in some ways it's beautifully done, and some of it has most of it have connection. You'll see female figures in this deck, and that's obviously to make a connection stronger. But sometimes you will see a massive blown up head of an animal here, which is a beautiful card, but you kind of go from this to that. And yeah, that's an interesting artistic choice. And production quality is great, the artwork is very detailed, and packaging is clean, but I think the execution of it is a bit interesting. Yeah, so who is this deck for? I think this is definitely for feminine aligned intuitive readers, people who works with goddess energy of some divine feminine archetypes, or maybe inner child, spirit, animal work. I can see that would be a really good deck. And if it's something, if it's you, then you'll probably find something to connect with this here. And by the way, I'm going to do a full flip through at the end of the video, so if you just want to see that, feel free to skip to that timestamp. But if you're looking for something more structured, symbolic, or grounded, well, this is an oracle deck. And also, as I mentioned, it's got some inconsistencies in the design, may not be your vibe. I personally wouldn't use this deck, and not because it's bad. I think it's a beautiful deck, and I'll show you some cards that symbolize it, but I think it's more of the symbolism that just I don't connect with. And I struggle to understand some of the scenes, like for instance this one. I love the pandas, but I'm not sure what the the naked woman is doing there. It's quite yeah. On some cards it plays really well, and some just don't have it. Like this is another one here. Yeah, I guess it's just realism. Like it's probably not the best designs. Let me show you some of the cards that stand out to me, and some cards that sort of made me to raise my eyebrows a little bit. So these are probably my favorite cards, and I do love birds and cats. I'm a person of contradictions. Robin, I think it's one of those beautiful birds. It brings joy and hope, as the card suggests, and I agree with that. They always cheer me up. A black cockatoo. Now, if you're not familiar with cockatoos, there's a white silver crest cockatoo, but you will see them. They always come to you if you have any food, and they're quite bold and they are in your face. Now, black cockatoos is a completely different story. If you see them just soaring in the sky or sitting in the trees, they never come to you. They're very shy birds, and they have this call that is quite distinct. It sounds almost like a seagull call, but it's got a different pitch to it. And I actually heard them tonight. I think they were finding a roosting tree not far away from where I live in the park, and it's such a recognizable call. And when you see them, you will instantly connect with that image. And I think this is a beautifully designed card. It pictured that cockatoo really well. I do like this card. For some reason, it reminds me of a jazz band called Pink Martini, and somehow when I looked at it, it just brought it back to me. For me, it's more of a probably joy and just happiness card more than the balance and harmony, but I guess those can lead to that. Now this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So I mentioned there are some animals here that don't exist, or don't exist anymore. I think more mythological animals. Dragon, I do like this card. I think it's really well depicted dragon here, and there's a moon in the back, so just sort of speaks of intuition. I'll talk about self-love and empowerment, which I think is an interesting choice for dragon. But then we go into Phoenix, and that's where it gets a little bit more mythological. So Phoenix in this deck represents rebirth and absolute transformation, but funny that you also have the butterfly card, which in this case I would think that butterfly or moth represents transformation, but here is just change, which I think it's a fair choice. I don't know about the freedom though. To me, yeah, butterfly doesn't really represent that, but I appreciate the artistic choice. And this is where it gets a little bit weird, because we also have dinosaurs, and I don't know how you connect with a dinosaur, because dinosaur is also not just one species. There's so many different dinosaurs that, you know, it makes me wonder, are they talking about a specific dinosaur? Because we also have a T-Rex, which is a completely different animal. And here's a primal power and deep reflection. Now we're gonna do a quick one card read, and these cards shuffle really well, and you will see how this deck works in action. Oh, interesting. That's an artistic choice. So good thing about these cards, it actually has a meaning printed on them, so you don't have to go for the animal spirit oracle. And I think that's where this deck will really shine. If you do intuitive reading, it's not that difficult to do it here. Let's see how different the two-word summary is from the book. Agility, swiftness, indecision becomes decision with tone. Cheetahs are known for their incredible speed, representing swift action and adaptability. In spirituality, they remind us to be quick to seize opportunities and navigate life changes, and with grace and agility. Like cheetahs, we should trust our instincts and act quickly when opportunities arise. Quick decision-making and adaptability lead to change, which inevitably leads to growth. Moreover, cheetahs symbolize the importance of living in the present moment. With the lightning-fast movements, they demonstrate the power of being fully present and engaged in here and now. They're really about speed and just very graceful animal. So there you have it. So would I recommend the Animal Spirit Oracle? If you love intuitive reading, goddess imagery, spirit animals with sacred feminine tone, absolutely. This deck is well made, really rich imagery, and it's meant for that exact audience. For the readers like me, it's probably gonna sit on a shelf. What do you think of this deck? Do you have one? Did you connect with it differently? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for today. I'm Jay with Lunar Tarot. If you got something out of this, feel free to subscribe. If you would like to support what I do, have a look in the description. You will find everything you need. Thank you for watching and enjoy the flip through.